Right, so you're wanting to reformat or even repair a USB drive, USB stick, or your hard drive. What you do is you go into your CMD or go down the bottom here, right click, go up to Windows PowerShell Admin, and of course that'll bring up your thing. Press yes, and then you're here. Right, so then the first thing you want to do is type disk part, then list disk, then here. Of course it'll show you the disk. This first one here is going to be your main drive. This next one, this is the USB stick. Okay, so we've got select this one is what you type next, and then list disk. Alright, now you'll see here list partition, sorry, and we've listed the partition within that USB drive. Okay, so what we can do from here, you could delete that by going once you go select partition 1, after that select delete. If that doesn't work, what you do is you say list volume. You come down here, you look at the volumes. Now be careful because it's all your volumes, even your hard drive. So what we're looking for is that removable drive, volume 3. So we want volume 3, so you go select volume 3, and then down here type delete. Okay, sorry, delete volume. Okay, so what you want to do here. Alright, so then what you want to do is type delete volume after you've selected volume 3. Then we want to list partition again. You'll see there's no partition, we just deleted it because that's what that volume was. Alright, so we're going to list disk, select this one, now type clean. So see it in clean, it's white the whole disk. Now this is where you can convert it to MBR, dynamic, or GPT is the other one. So, and of course a lot of the newer ones, if you want a faster file system for Windows, GPT is what they're running on. But anyway, convert MBR is what we want for a USB stick, and even for main drives, depending on how you set up your system. Right, so we've converted it, it's selectly converted. Now we're going to type in create partition primary. And what you can do here is also put, and here's also where you want to put your size. Like if you're making a boot drive or you're doing a hard drive, you might want to create a few different partitions. With your MBR, of course, you can do, I think it's 2 or 3 on a primary partition. With your GPT, you can do heaps. But of course, create partition primary, you can put in your size. So as I say, if you're doing a hard drive or an SSD drive, right here, you put in whatever size you're wanting to use for each operating system you're going to use. All right, so succeeded in creating the specific partition. So now what we're going to do is format the partition. Now, my advice, if you're actually doing a USB stick, or if you're doing a drive, you're not wanting to put different partitions on for other operating systems, right there where we've put create partition primary and we put the size equals, instead of doing that, just put create partition primary and just press enter. Okay, and what that will do, that will actually just create the partition for the whole drive. Alright, so now we created, well, into an MBR. Now we've put a partition on it. So now what we want to do is format the partition. So this is where, if you're wanting your drive to be a FAT32 or an NTFS or EXT, whatever way you're doing it. Okay, so what you do here is, of course, we've got, after we've gone create partition primary, it's done that, put list partition and just reselect partition 1. It's just a double check, just to double make sure you're on the right, you're not doing any other drive you shouldn't be. Alright, partition 1 is select our partition. So now we're going to go format file system equals FAT32. If you're doing NTFS, put equals NTFS. Alright. Now it's just going to go through, let that finish. Once that finishes, just type in exit, and then exit, and then you'll oh, actually, sorry, we better assign a letter, because that's the other thing you'll need to do, is assign a letter to the volume. So we'll have to just check the volume of it, and what that'll do, if there's no letter assigned, it means when you plug your USB in, it won't be recognized. So we need to assign a letter to it to be recognized. As you've seen on your computer driving volumes earlier, that was volume C, and the USB drive before we blanked it did say volume D. So we've just got to assign a letter to it to make sure on the volume. So we'll check, I'll do that shortly. We'll just wait for this here to do its format. Well, after creating the partition, as you can see here, I mean, it's actually, I've just listed the volume, it's actually made it, put it in the sign its own letter. But let's say you had a problem, there was no letter there. Okay, from here you'd put select volume 3, and then after that you'd type assign letter equals, and then, you know, capital D, or whatever you're going to use. Sometimes you've got to put the D and then the dot as well. But as you can see, that's done. So anyway, I'm just going to quickly go out of here. Now all we're going to do is, well, we've done the format, so you're ready to go. So now you just exit out of this, and then your USB stick should be recognised. So I hope this has helped with you. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if it's helped. There's more different videos there on different hints and tips on fixing different computer issues and gaming issues. Well, hopefully it's helped.